Little State Big Voices with myself, Shahida, and my fabulous co host, Tracy and Kat.
Woo woo.
Hey y'all, we are back,
Hey.
bonus episodes, but I feel so lonely. I feel like we're missing somebody here
Yeah, we are missing somebody. She jumped out on us.
because she's a real housewife of
She's a
Rhode
real
Island, and
housewife.
actually got things to
Whatever.
do and business to take care of. But
It's funny because if she jumps on YouTube right now, we're all live. I don't know how to take it off
Oh,
live. So we are live right now.
it's all
So
good. We
just be
listen.
mindful of what you say because I can't edit it out.
oh
All right.
Okay,
boy.
okay.
So
So,
we are
thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
talking Real Housewives of Rhode Island, episode 9 and 10.
Yes.
Let's
Whew.
go. Let's go. Who's starting?
I mean, we always let our guest host start first. So I'm going to go ahead
Oh,
and let you do the honors, Kat, of episode 9, which was labeled questionable behavior. Give us your thoughts on the questionable
yes.
behavior of this
Yes.
episode.
It
What?
was questionable. Yes.
Don't start from
What
the
are you
beginning.
going to say?
Don't start at the end, though.
No, I was
Start
going
at
to start from
the
the beginning because I
end.
think it
Okay.
opens with Rosie calling Ashley and basically giving her an ultimatum like, if Kelsey comes to trivia, I'm not going, which I think was kind of not cool of her. Like, don't put Ashley in the middle. This poor girl already has anxiety. She already can't handle any of this yelling. And now you're gonna be like, you have to also uninvite Kelsey.
Um, I'm with Stinky Hole on that one. I
You,
can't because I hate the way she dressed. It's just but I'm with her on that one. If I just had a big fight with somebody and I'm like, here, I don't want to come to the. I wouldn't put her in the middle. I would just tell her, I know you're
I'm
inviting
not gonna go.
Kelsey. I'm not coming.
Yeah, don't. But she put her in the middle.
She
This
did.
girl can't handle anything.
She did. She did somewhat. So I. But also Kelsey is just. Please let her go.
Let her go where?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
where's she going?
Where's she
Because she
from?
said she's already filming season 2. She's gonna
Oh,
start filming. So I don't think
really?
she's
Did they
going.
start already?
No, she said. I think she said she's gonna start this summer.
I mean, she's not the worst character. I will say that she's not the worst
No.
character. She's not the worst housewife. It's just that she really doesn't bring anything to the show. And anytime that she's on the screen, I run up to the kitchen to get something to eat because
Oh
it's
my God.
it doesn't
Not you leaving.
matter. Did I miss anything?
So, where it opens is
You would have missed Slam Pig.
Restaurant Depot, huge big commercial for Restaurant Depot, which I've never been into, but you've been trying to get me to go to for the longest,
I
Shahida,
used to go in there all the time.
for the crates of beef bacon that I need to go get. But so what's Ashley's husband name? Jared.
Jared.
I
Yeah.
like him.
And Jared said to her
Mm-hmm.
right in the middle of Restaurant Depot, like, I don't want any drama at my trivia
Mm-hmm.
night. That was like, one of the things he said right off the rip. I don't want any drama. And they're discussing this whole thing. Like, you know, is it going to be safe for Rosie and Kelsey to be in the same room together? And then, the whole thing, who's coming, who's not coming, yada, yada, yada. And, for that reason that he gave that caveat, it happened. It happened. And ugh, just a
I
mess.
will
Just a mess.
say, out of all the husbands, I like him the best.
Okay. I can
I
see
just
it.
feel he is not really involved in the
Yes.
messiness. He tries to
Mm-hmm.
walk away from it. He tries to get her to walk away from it. He doesn't like who's it? Whose husband who's chattering in her ear, the one who thinks he's
Rosie's.
Frank Sinatra. Right.
Yeah.
That kind of
Don't even
that
get me
kind of
started on him.
chattering, it's not a good look. Even though we know men are big time gossip, so it's not like
Mm-hmm.
they don't do this. But just seeing it with him and her together, it's just like you're the worst Ken doll.
I think at the end of the day that both of them don't want any drama. Like really and truly,
Yeah,
Ashley does
yeah,
not want any problems. And so
Mm-mm.
they're the least problematic couple really out of all of them. And it does make them a little dull, as Shahida would say, but
not
I think
him, her.
I think that they're just being their normal selves and they're not pandering to the housewife universe.
Mm-hmm.
They're from the bachelor universe where they actually probably can be themselves. This is a whole they're out of their league. Let's put it that way. The two of them,
Mm-hmm.
as nice as he is, out of their league with the rest of these women because I mean they carried on episode 9 and episode 10. Um
Mhm.
but before we got to the trivia even, do you guys remember the opener where Liz mentioned that her sister and Alicia's mom were best friends?
I think so.
So that was in the
Liz
opener.
mentioned that her sister and Alicia, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
So this is important. We're just going to put a pin in that because we're going
Mhm.
to need that information when we get
Okay.
to episode 10. I wanted to just make sure we put that out there, let it marinate a little bit. And then we also had Rosie at the very beginning of the episode saging her home because she felt that that Kelsey's energy was jacking up her home and that the dog, I can't remember the dog's name, is traumatized.
Oh, Clemmy.
Clemmy is traumatized, so she had to cleanse her space of
Oh,
that
I do
evil
not.
energy.
I missed that. How sometimes when Rosie comes on the screen, just like Shahida
You
and
just you
Ashley,
just blank
I
out.
I I don't pay attention. It's not good.
Even
I watched it twice.
her husband does it too because she was doing some kind of cosmetic routine. I don't know if she was doing it for social media or whatever, and she's talking to him about it, and he was just like, "Whatever, girl. I don't even know what you're talking about." Completely just like was like not interested in what she had to say either. So everybody's ignoring Rosie. We're not the
Mm-hmm.
only ones, but that was a thing that happened. So she was cleansing her home. But when they were doing like the outtakes, I don't know what you call those little scenes when they do like the testimonials, I
Oh,
guess
their
Yeah,
interviews.
confessionals,
the
yeah.
interviews.
Yeah.
So then Kelsey had also like she finally found her voice to clap back, even though she didn't do it in the right time. The time to clap back would have been out there in the driveway when you got the door slammed up in your face. But she did her little interview and accused Rosie of sleeping with two married men, and that's how she bought the house with that hush money. So we can't jump to trivia before we get into the baseline of the nitty and the gritty. So in other words, she's saying she wouldn't even be having 8,000 square feet had she not been sleeping with somebody's husband.
I know she said that. And like you said, she should have said it to her face
Mhm.
right then and there because you were big and bad. And I think I wrote that. Like, why didn't you say all that when she said you were sucking dick was a career? Why didn't you say it then? You should have been loud and bold with it. But Kelsey's just not about that life. I just lost all respect for her, and even more so in episode 10. But I was going back to how Rosie was replaying or telling Ashley about the argument, and she just lies.
She did
She
big
just
time.
lied about that argument and
Mm-hmm.
how it got started. And we debated it a little bit the last time about whether or not Kelsey was actually joking when she, said everything, and I still hold on to that. But the way that she went back and said it to Ashley, she just flat out lied about the whole situation.
She
Mm.
did because Ashley was like, "Oh, you think she was trying to make a joke?" And she was like, "No." And then
I-
Ashley's like, "Are you sure?" Basically, like, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Well, it wasn't funny." Like, but she was trying to make a joke, but you didn't think it was funny. But that was, I think, seemed like
And
her intention.
then if you like as the episode goes on, you get a feel for Kelsey's actual personality, and she tries to use humor a
Mm-hmm.
lot. She uses it as
that's true.
like a safety net. So you see that
Mm-hmm.
as you get to know Kelsey's character, it's like, oh, she uses a lot of sarcasm, which is a very New England thing. I use a lot of
Mm-hmm.
sarcasm too.
Mhm.
And I came to realize that people from outside of the region don't always get our sarcasm. And also it's just not like in other parts of the world, people just don't do that. They're just not sarcastic all day long with
Hmm.
everything and anything. But yeah, Kelsey uses a lot of sarcasm, which we'll address when they went to the dinner later that evening. But again, something else to marinate on. So now knowing that that's how Kelsey rolls, I do believe she was trying to make a joke on herself, and she continued with that thread even when they got to
Yes.
trivia night. When she showed up with the sash, she thought
Mhm.
maybe if I humiliate myself, that will be the bridge here to make the. I don't know, but she does a lot of self-deprecation too, as well. It's weird. Kelsey, I don't know. Trying to figure her out.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying about the sense of humor, but that could be it. I mean, I think the trivia thing was a little bit different, but we'll get to that when we get to that because the next scene I think was Rula and Alicia.
I
Yes.
have so many comments about this.
Okay, go
They
because
drove from, I know it's a TV show, but you drove from Providence / Lincoln to East Matunic Beach, which is not close. And neither one of you have a beach chair. Where's your snacks? I don't think Alicia had crackers in that little clutch. You're bringing that clutch to the beach. There's no towel in sight. Like what? Again,
they
I know we
ran they
probably
ran
only
into
saw
a
one.
friend.
They ran into a friend. Like
oh, that
I
hated Joe Allen.
that that hated Joe Ellen. Like that scene was so scripted. That was not natural.
Yeah, definitely for them to go all, like you said, go all the way over there and meet up. And what I found interesting is that Rula is like every time not every time, but a couple of times when she starts to like throw shade, something bad happens to her. She dropped her phone in the water
Oh yes.
that time, and then she was getting ready to talk smack about Joellen when she went to lunch with Liz, and the bee almost stung her. I was like,
Yeah.
girl, stop talking about people because the universe is not here for none of your nonsense.
Handle yourself
She
first.
dropped her smartphone right in the sea and was like, "Oh, it still works." I'm like, just take the hints. Just stop talking trash about people. Just chill.
So, and we can put a pin in what I'm about to say next too, because part of their conversation too, Alicia was talking about her boyfriend, fiance, or whatever, and
Her Beyonce.
good one. I like that. But I wonder how this man is feeling after watching the show now about how
Mm,
she made him out to be because she almost makes it like, and it could be an actual fact, but she almost makes it like she's in almost in a mentally abusive situation. No, is it just me?
The way she
mm,
portrayed it was that he was out to get her, but then I see that it's daddy issues. It's clearly her own daddy issues. And it's possible this man is gaslighting. And then when the camera was rolling, he decided to do something else completely different. But he, the way he was taken aback, again, we could put a pin in it because this conversation comes up later. When she actually confronted him with her concerns, he was like, "What are you even talking about?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
nothing you're saying is even close to reality." So
I, and I mean, is that episode 10 when she brings up when she does that, or is that are we still in 9?
No, it's in 9.
it's in 9, yeah. Yeah, because
Okay.
I have some things to say about that.
Okay. Well, let's go because I have
But
some things to say about it too.
but while they were at the beach, I found it ironic. And I guess this is what happens is like you can't see the forest for the trees sometimes because
Mhm.
Rula is like really telling Alicia, like, you need telling her about women empowerment and all of this stuff. And then the little girl is in the empowerment classes and you need to stick up for yourself. And I'm like, Rula girl, you need to stick up for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You need to stick up for yourself. You talking to this girl about it. And then, she's feeding it to Alicia and Alicia's like sucking it all up. I'm like, why are you taking advice from this chick? She needs to empower herself as well. But
He's like, do as I say, not as I do.
And I
yeah,
think that's what you mean when you say what seeing the you
the
can't see
forest
the
for the
forest for
trees.
the trees because
Hmm.
she definitely can't.
For sure. For
And
sure. So
and and there has been a lot of talk too lately, I think, between Andy Cohen talking about
Mm.
how she knew how she was really trying to get out of having her personal life highlighted, and he was just like, no, this is that's why I think that woman is going to be the end of the show, the end of this season.
No, they'll just replace her.
Mhm.
She's easy to replace. She's
No,
so
but I'm
Think
saying
easy.
I think the
the
mistress
mistress.
I think
Oh,
the mistress is going to make an appearance
oh, I
because
thought you were gonna say that Rula was gonna cause the show to not get like renewed or something like
oh
that. When
no,
you said it was the end
there's
of the show, I'm
nobody
like, okay.
interested in her. There's
I
nobody.
but but you know how they sub out housewives when they need to. I'm like, we
Mhm.
could easily get rid of her because she half the time she's not there. We've said this countless times.
Yeah, it's so
She bails
frustrating.
every chance she gets. She bails,
And I
And I
wonder how
did.
she's getting away with it.
Well, I think so. I
saying
read
she's sick,
that
pretending sick.
pretending to be sick, but also I saw that at the beginning she was only supposed to be a friend of, kind of like
Okay.
Dolores,
Oh, she got more
and
intriguing.
that they said that her story was so good that like I think with editing they added her in more, but that's why she's not in a lot. Because there's no way
Mm.
Housewives would get away with not literally going to nothing. It's
Okay.
crazy.
And, and one other thing about Rula before we move on, the wig is killing me.
At the
She has
beach.
way too much money for that wig. Talk to Beyonce, somebody, because girl, you have way too much money for that wig to just be like a dog hat sitting on top of your head.
He said she looked like Davy Crockett with that thing.
Yeah, something.
Elvira.
It is horrible. And I mean, and everybody else has like, good extensions. I mean, and you can tell that they're extensions, but
I'm
they
gonna tell
look
you
decent.
whose extensions are top freaking tier is Kelsey's. Those
Her hair,
two long
her hair
ponytail,
looks
like I'm
great.
like that looks like her natural hair, but I'm like, is her hair that long? If she has extensions, she's but I mean she had buku
Stylish.
bucks before, so she probably got those before she left the mansion.
I love her hair.
Yeah, her hair always looks really nice.
I
It
mean, I think
does.
yeah, hers I probably would say probably was the best. Rula's
Joellen's
is
always looks
definitely the
nice.
worst.
Joellen's look amazing too.
Joellen's
Alicia's
look
don't look
really
too
good.
bad.
Elite, all of
She's
them
not
look
bad,
good.
but
Even
Ashley's is just like it's like mom hair. Like she
yeah.
tries, she's like, "Oh, I got it blown out, but it didn't look like anything,"
But Ashley
which I
always
get.
looks, she still looks beautiful, like in her
She
own
does.
way. She like in a
She
more
does.
organic way.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, yes, her hair is not that bad. She's not a bad looking person. She's not the worst person. I mean, I don't want to dog her out too much when she is like at least a decent person on the show. Like of
Mm.
all the women, I would say she's probably the most decent.
So what are you guys thoughts on Ashley trying to do her own hair color when Kelsey could have done her hair? Isn't Kelsey a hairstylist?
Yeah,
It
that
was,
was
and
her
Kelsey
thing.
had done her hair before.
And she did a good job. It was
Well,
decent.
she trimmed it, but maybe she didn't trust her with the color because she was definitely getting a tutorial from her sister over the phone and had no gloves. I was like, okay, that good luck with that. But whatever, if she's doing her own color at home, it looks decent. I thought it was like a
Mm.
more professional
Mhm.
job. But so what's next? The dinner, right? It's the group dinner with Liz, Joellen, and Kelsey and Kelsey's beard, Billy,
Oh, yeah, that dinner.
where the
Yeah,
husbands,
Oh,
two of
I
the
I had
forgot
husbands
about
almost
have
that.
matching
forgot
coats
about
on.
that one. I
I
thought
forgot
I
about
had
that dinner.
notes. I'm like,
I didn't. I didn't
must
write
have
anything
missed it.
How
down
could
about
you
that dinner.
forget about it when Kelsey's sarcasm was on display? Someone, because they got into the debate about whether or not Kelsey should be accepting financial
Mm.
gifts from her ex. They were
Mhm.
asking Billy about it. Well, Billy, did Billy pose the question? I think he posed the question to the table, and Liz's husband said, "Hey, when I started dating Liz and I moved into her place, her ex was sliding money under the door still for her." And Liz was like, "I think it's fine. I think it's totally fine for her to be getting money from this man." And you could tell Billy didn't want to make a scene.
Mhm.
And he was just like, it's not okay. He
Mm.
was, he's
No.
not cool with it. And she needs to understand. I know, Shahida, you said that it's a fake relationship, but any man, let's say it was a man that was into her.
Mm-hmm.
that it's you stop throwing it in his face. Like if you're gonna do it,
Yeah.
be cool, man. Like
It's emasculating.
be chill. He's paying
Hmm.
your car insurance. He
Mm-hmm.
asked her to get rid of that car. Like, it's I'm sure it's some probably kind of high-end car,
It's a
like a
Range Rover.
Mercedes. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, he's just like, you need to start weaning he's giving her the grace of saying, like, wean yourself off of this man's teat
He does not
because
want to.
and she doesn't. She does not want to do it. And then
That's what makes
someone
me think it's a fake relationship. Because if she was really into him and he had the means, not maybe to be as rich as the Caprio guy, but if he had the means to at least make her comfortable, why would you not do that? And
So
especially when
she's
you're
Liz was
getting
talking
doing
about
it.
everything
marriage and
paid
kids.
for.
Liz
Hmm?
She's
was
getting
Liz was
everything
doing
paid
it
for.
too.
That doesn't mean that Liz ain't a hoe.
listen, listen. And so one of the guys asked her, because I got my notes here, they said, what are you doing in exchange? So that's why I was like, you can't leave this dinner
Mm.
out. Because one of them said, what are you doing in exchange for all of
Hmm.
this financial support? And she said, I got to go back to his house and blow him.
And I
But she
know
was
that was
being
a joke.
sarcastic. She was being
But that's
sarcastic.
not cool with without a
No.
man sitting next
Mm-mm.
to you.
Right in front of Billy, right in front of Billy. And his face was just like, man, if I wasn't getting this TV check, I'd be out of here, sis. Like, it
But
was crazy to say that in front of him.
even bringing it up at the table and asking them all their opinions, and I know Liz said, and the guy said that he was, that's just not cool,
No.
because it makes it seem like your woman that you are serious about is just kind of pimping herself out a little.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Not
mean
a little, not a little, a lot.
yeah, yeah. So it's very disrespectful to him in the relationship. Now, if that's what you want to keep doing, and that's fine, but don't say that you're in a relationship with this guy. Stop stringing him along. Don't bring him to couples dinners and stuff like that when you are being paid for by somebody else.
And just
Paid
keep the
for.
conversation like out of other people's mouths. That's something you should be discussing in the house. And I think with Liz, I can't say Liz is a hoe or not a hoe, but
No,
I
I
think there was
know she's joking.
overlap there. You know what I mean? Like she had gotten, the ex was the ex, and Jerry was starting to like inch his way in. So
Hmm.
I could see there could be like a little minimal overlap. There's no this is
Overlap.
intertwined. This is
Yeah.
not overlap. This
Hmm.
is her saying she wants a year of this. She pretty much made it
Hmm.
clear she wants to be quote unquote on her own for a year and doesn't want to live with Billy in that year. That means you want this man to
Yeah.
support you for a whole year.
But you're not on your own if someone else is paying all your bills.
And she did say, she had a medical issue because I saw it on
Yeah.
social
Yeah.
media, and she did say, like, weirdly, she was in a car accident, got a CAT scan, found out she had a tumor, and so she
Hmm.
does need like medical follow up and stuff. And listen, insurance is no joke. I probably would let him keep paying for that too, because I'm like, Rhode Island Health. I don't know what the health care is in Rhode Island. That might not be cutting it when you got brain stuff going on. But the rest of it, she needs to start like really cutting the purse strings. No matter if she wants to be single or with somebody else,
Hmm.
just get out from under that man's thumb. Stop doing that.
I kind of take issue with the whole she had the tumor thing, only
Hmm.
because they were together when that she supposedly found that out, and he started paying for her in insurance. So why didn't you take care of that a
What do
while
you
ago?
mean? No, the
No, she
tumor's out.
did.
She has to do
Oh,
follow
the
She
tumor
ups.
she just
is,
has she
oh,
has
okay.
Yeah,
follow up
I thought
it's
she was
like
MRIs.
saying that she still needed to have the surgery, and I was like, "This
No.
hoe is lying."
she has to
No,
go.
no,
She
no,
says
no,
she has
no.
to go back for like follow ups to make sure
Okay,
it hasn't grown
okay, which I
back
would
or
understand.
yeah,
Mhm.
whatnot.
Yes.
I'm like, I mean, that's valid. I probably would let him keep paying for
100%.
that. And then here's Liz screaming over the table, common law, common law. It was common law. I'm like, he was living half time with someone else. That I don't think that's common law. I
I know
don't know
a
if
lot
that's
of people are
considered
saying that Rhode
common law.
Island doesn't have common law, but I think they do.
I thought they do.
But
I think they do.
common law implies that it's you and that one person, not
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
and
Not.
Mo, Larry, and Curly. Like I don't understand what, but I do understand time spent. I understand like
Mhm,
palimony, that kind of
mhm.
thing. But then on that token, Alicia would have a leg to stand on,
A
even
hundred
more
Alicia
so.
percent.
does have a leg to
Mm-hmm.
stand
9 years,
been living with
9 years.
her. They
Yeah.
have a child together, and she has helped with his business. So she
Yeah.
definitely has more than a leg to stand on. And I do think, and I agree with Liz to a point with Ashley. No, not Ashley.
Kelsey.
Kelsey,
Kelsey.
that 10 years, whether or not you are smart or dumb, he does owe you something as you part ways, because you have not had a sustainable career, because we all know sucking dick is not a career. I'm just gonna keep saying it. No, she ain't. But I mean, she hasn't had a sustainable career. She hasn't done anything for herself. So if you wanted to keep her like a kept woman, then you have to at least give her a year head start.
Yeah,
Mm.
something, a jumping off point. I
Mhm.
mean, most women do not have that luxury. I will say that.
Exactly. So
So,
if she can get it, she deserves it. In my opinion, I think she does. But her mama should have
but
been
then,
talking to her.
give it to her in a lump sum and let her move on. As long as you're
Yes.
paying for
Yeah.
something that's a
Mhm.
monthly subscription or like car insurance, that's as long as.
Rent.
When does that end? Just give her the money and let her handle her business.
And continue
Mm.
paying for Netflix.
Right. All her streaming services. Stop playing.
I need my peacock.
Apple Plus. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was the dinner. That was the dinner.
One other thing at that dinner
Yeah.
that will put a pin in until at the end or episode 10. Joe Ellen agreeing that Alicia was not homeless,
Yes.
and
Yes.
Gary saying it as well.
Because Gary also has a connection to Alicia's family. Gary,
Yes.
somebody, because everyone's is
I
so
think
incestuous.
Gary and Alicia made their communion together or something like
But
that.
then his sister
Oh,
or his mother, some he got a
his
connection
mom
too
was a
as
best
well.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all like intertwined.
Okay, we
Yes.
can put a pin in it
Put a
because
pin.
I feel I'm not gonna say anything. We'll wait. Go ahead.
Let's wait.
Next, the
The
is it
trivia.
the
We
trivia night?
they went to Aubrey's, also known as
Yes.
Audrey's by its
Oh,
proper
okay,
name.
for the
For
trivia night.
trivia night.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but Alicia calls it Aubrey's, even though that is not the name. Yeah,
Why? Oh, is that her
it's
speech
She's
Alicia.
impediment?
Audrey.
It's
Okay.
Alicia.
So, what did you all think about her walking in there with the slam pig?
Another
I
attempt,
honestly, I thought it was so funny.
another attempt at a failed
So
attempt at
immature,
humor.
but so funny.
It's
Yes.
extremely a big fail at humor, because it's like she can't read a room.
No, she
Is
can't read a
she
room.
like, are you 5? She has
But
no
also,
social, she doesn't know how to read social cues, I think.
No.
just drop it. Also,
Yeah, just
just
drop
drop
it.
it.
First of all, it wasn't like you walked into one of their houses and you did that. There were other people, a lot
And
of other
children.
people,
There
and
were
The
yes,
place was
kids there.
and
packed.
kids there. So it was inappropriate. And it wasn't funny,
Not at
and
all.
to make you are
For
making
me, it
such a
was.
scene. You said what? To you was
For me,
funny?
I was funny.
I mean, watching
Because
it is funny.
Liz's face, she looked up and she wanted to die laughing, but she had to just put her face down because she was assigned the seating of Ashley and Rosie's table, which I thought
Mhm.
was the assigned seating was weird to me. I get Ashley was
It was to
trying to
keep the
avoid.
peace.
Yeah, it was to
Yeah, it
keep
didn't
them
work.
away from each other.
That was dumb. It didn't work.
It would have, like, I think, like Shahida said, context, right? Because I think if it was at like a get together or like the mansion or something, it could have gone over better. But in this public setting, you're stirring up mess that hopefully is put to bed, because ideally, in a perfect world, Rosie's not even going to come, right? Because that's what we were thinking. Rosie wasn't even
Yeah.
going to be
Yeah,
there. So
yeah,
who
that's
is
true.
this for? Who is that for?
Exactly. Or did she not know that she? I don't know, but she just doesn't read cues well, and that whole argument that started off, that was all her fault.
100%.
That was all
Yeah,
on
she came in guns blazing.
her.
But there was a little shade that went on too. Did you see that when Ashley did arrive, because Ashley came first, right?
Mhm.
Ashley arrived first.
Hmm.
I think it was I'm sorry, not Ashley. Rosie arrived
Rosie came
first.
first.
Ashley said, "Oh, I think that's the best outfit I've ever seen you wear." That blue set
Did
that she
and
had
that
on.
was
I was like, "That's your girl." That said that. She was like, "This is the best looking thing I ever saw you wear in your life."
But Rosie knew, she's
That
like,
blue
"Are you
two piece.
buttering me up for something?" She
Yes.
knew that she was like
Yes, that was
sucking up to her.
hilarious. Oh my God. I was like, that was so much shade. And Ashley she couldn't even hold it in, because she was just like, damn, girl, you wear some ugly ass outfits. And this is the best one I've ever seen. And the outfit was not all that.
no,
Because I
it
looked,
wasn't. Tracy, you are a stylist. Contact that
listen,
woman.
if she
Contact that
came to me, I would take her maybe even as a charity case. Maybe
woman.
as a charity case. We could barter services, girl. Repost my stuff and I'll put some clothes on your back that look better than that. I don't even want to put that on Temu, because they have a lot of cute stuff on Temu. I don't know where she gets these fits. I can't even.
I don't know. I'm
I'm
curious.
racking my brain for where she could
Rainbow,
possibly be.
maybe?
No, girl, because Rainbow has better outfits than that.
I don't know.
Mad Rag. You ever been to Mad Rag?
Mad Rag has better outfits than what she has on her back. I don't know.
That's
Flea market.
crazy.
I don't know where she's shopping.
And
I don't
it's
know.
and you we know it's probably not like Mad Rag or
No, that was a joke.
I know, but I'm just saying, but that's the look she gives. So you say that, but she's
Remember
paying
Telos?
probably decent money. Oh, I remember Telos. I used to love
Yeah. I'm like, what Cummings? I don't know where she's getting
Telos.
these outfits.
Cat don't know. Cat does not know
This
Telos.
is some old school stuff that we used to
Very
have
old.
downtown Boston. Woolworths. I don't know where she's getting these outfits from.
So, but I'm saying I'm guessing that she's spending money on her clothes. At
I'm
least,
guessing she's not
Yeah.
spending money on those
but
clothes.
you know what? It could be Macy's because sometimes you go into
Don't do
Macy's.
that to
No, no,
Macy's.
no, no. Let's
Don't
be
do
for
that.
real about Macy's. When you go to their clearance section at Macy's, sometimes I look at the clothes and I'm like, did they get this from Morgan Memorial? Because it is horrible.
I can't even put this on Fashion Nova. I literally can't. I
No,
cannot
I know.
imagine. You know what? I have homework. I'm going to reverse Google search. I'm going to freeze frame. I'm going to reverse Google search these
Yes.
outfits, because I need to get to the bottom of why this woman is doing this to herself. I need to know, because
You should
it's
message her and
not.
be like, "I'm a stylist, just wondering where you get your clothes."
Oh my Lord. Oh my gosh.
Horrible. Horrible.
Mm.
Yeah, so
Maybe Home Shopping Network, maybe? I don't know.
Mm.
Okay. Enough on that.
okay.
Also, as I saw today that she's trying to trademark Slam Pig,
I
which
Good luck.
saw
we
that too.
But
didn't make that term up. It's been around
she'll
forever.
have a legal battle, because according to Alicia, her mother
My
started
mother,
Slam Pig.
my mother's been saying Slam Pig.
And then Liz said, your mother came up with that. I mean, my mother's been saying it for years. I'm like, Alicia likes to twist the truth as well. So
Hmm.
and again, more on that later, but she likes to say things, and then she'll say something in one room, and then when she has a different audience, she kind of tweaks how she wants it to sound. I'll give you examples later on.
Hmm.
Okay, because
I
I
agree with that.
really hadn't noticed it.
But she did sit up in that back of that car and say, "Oh, my I love a slam pig. I've been saying that for years. My mother started that." And either Liz or Joellen was like, "Your mom
Liz,
started it." And she's like, "I mean, started saying it." Like, okay, girl, you got caught in a lie here now.
I kind of thought I knew what she meant when she said that it wasn't that her mother came up with the term, but just, that she started using it and so she did too. That's how I
Hmm.
took it.
doesn't have the best command of the English language, so maybe you
We know that.
understood. So, okay.
And I shouldn't be like, oh, I understood her, because then that makes me look bad.
But let's go. We're in the car going to Capos. But before we get in the car, everyone was all like sweet
Lovey
roses
dovey.
when Joellen showed up in a cute little outfit too. I kind of like
Mhm.
her dress that she had on with her
Mm,
back out and stuff. Her, Liz, Alicia, they were
me too.
on such good. I don't know where things went south.
I know where
Homeless.
things went south.
I do
Homeless.
too. But before they went south, Alicia dropped food on she had the charcuterie board. I'm like, why you bring this loose charcuterie board in the car? Why don't you just she said, should I have brought in a Tupperware? And I'm
Mhm.
like, you should have brought in a
Yeah.
Tupperware, sis.
You should have brought in here.
But the way they had it set up, and then when she put it on the
Very
armrest,
cute.
it looked very cute.
It was
Until
cute.
stuff started falling on the ground and she started picking it up and putting it back on the charcuterie board.
It was. Can I say where I think things went wrong?
Yeah,
One,
yes.
I
And
think,
I'll see if I agree.
okay, I think Liz had already been taking some sips or something, right? But when she was in the back,
She didn't like
Mm,
being back
she
there.
did not like
no.
not
Then
being.
why did you take your ass back there? Why
I
did you take your skinny
Yeah, she
ass to
went.
the
She
back?
got
You
in
you know
first.
you're a boss bitch and you were supposed to be in the middle row. We all know this. It made no sense for Liz to crawl up in the back. Alicia, who's the tiniest of them all, should have had her
Hmm.
ass in the back.
This is true.
Unless she paid for the car. Were we at her house when they left?
Joellen's.
They were
So
at
then
Joellen's house.
even more
Mhm.
reason why Alicia should have been in the back. She's the smallest, the most petite. She's the
Hmm.
lowest on the totem pole and the youngest. Take your ass
And
to
the
the back of the
youngest.
car.
Yes. Yes.
Why?
Liz should have
First
not
of all,
climbed
let
in
me
the
tell
back.
you, if there's three people and somebody needs to get in the back, Shahida is
It's
always
Shahida.
volunteer to get in the back because
It
I'm taking
goes
a
by
nap.
stature. It
I'm
goes
going
by
by,
stature.
no,
Come
it goes
on,
by I'm
man.
taking a nap. So
it
I'm always
goes
gonna get in the
it
back.
goes by third row leg room. Come on, like let's be real serious about this.
I I think that two, it was the drinking, and two, not being the center of attention, and three, when she says something, she absolutely wants everybody to agree with
Yeah.
it. And then
Oh.
couple that with the alcohol, and then not feeling in command of Joelle and Alicia, who she probably, both of them, she probably feels like, they do what I tell them to do. And it
And
just,
then and
that's the way it went.
Joellen was like, you know what? I'll switch with you. You know, we're
She
having a
did.
fun girls' night. I'll get in the back. I don't have a
Mhm.
problem with it. Joellen was being chill. Now, do I think Joellen always has the best intentions? Hell no. I know she's messy. But in
Mhm.
that moment, I think she thought she was with her good girlfriends. And
Yeah.
she was like, you know what? To keep things chill and calm. And especially when Liz started, I can't see your face. I can't see your face.
Yeah.
To
Mhm.
Alicia, Joellen didn't know what was brewing. She should have felt the storm
Yeah.
starting to wind up,
Mm,
but she probably was just like, you know what? We're just having a good time eating floor charcuterie. Go ahead and look Alicia in her eyes. And that was when the shit hit the fan. Can I say that word?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's our damn podcast. What are you talking about?
Well,
yeah,
I
I was
don't know
like,
if
am I
YouTube
allowed to
like that or not.
swear?
I wasn't sure if YouTube like that or not.
Oh,
But
I forgot about YouTube.
girl, when she ever did get in that middle row, she let the fury, but she was simmering. She was simmering, and
Yes.
you could see the buildup. You could see it.
She
So
had
is it
already started.
alcohol? Because it's not
I
weed.
I think it might be pills. Maybe a little drink,
Uh, uh,
maybe a sip. An
because
upper, not a downer, for sure.
it's definitely fueled by some type of alcohol, because then we go back to her and Kelsey when they had that big fight.
Hmm.
Tequila.
Yeah, yeah. I think she starts getting a little
And
in her
she was
feels.
mean to Kelsey in that fight.
Ooh
Just
wee.
like she was
Yeah, that
really
was
mean.
bad.
And I think we all gave her a pass because it was a party and they had been drinking, but she apologized right away.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas
yeah.
She knew
this
she was
one
wrong with that.
rolled very
But
differently.
a lot of times when I almost said when Rose, when Liz gets upset, everyone starts, oh Liz, don't, they start trying to calm her down, and that further fuel the
That makes
fire
her
here.
worse.
That makes her out of control. And when Joellen ever said, be quiet, I'm trying to let her talk, or I'm trying to hear, she said something like earlier.
Hmm.
Oh, it was
In
at
the
the
Yes,
car?
trivia night. It was at trivia night.
yes. I
So
was gonna
so
say that.
someone was talking and Liz was asking questions, but not giving the person the time to respond and like peppering them with
Oh
questions.
yeah, I
And
Yeah,
remember
it was
that.
Rosie.
Joellen said, just be quiet. I'm trying to let her talk. I'm trying to hear what she has to say. I think she was
Yeah.
pissed
She
from
was from
then.
Maybe
a
that
hundred
started
percent,
it. Hmm.
Yes,
a
she
hundred percent.
it was simmering.
It's
And
specifically at Joellen because she's less
Mhm.
like, oh, now you're trying to be like the
the
adult.
peacemaker. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're trying to be the
Mhm.
peacemaker when you're stirring up all that stuff with Rula. But to Liz's credit, this is not new information. She's been saying that from jump. So she's always kind of had like a sore spot for Joellen since, at least since the show started, when it comes to her intentions. And they showed the footage. They rolled the footage where she would push back on Joelle and say, like, do you really care about Rula, or are you just trying to,
Yeah.
like, are you just trying to be messy? And so I don't think Joellen's innocent, but I think she had a level of respect for Liz, and she was not trying to come for Liz in any way, and but Liz took it a different way.
But I think if like they're that good of friends, you should know what triggers your friend. And if your friend is on fire and is like, leave me alone, like let me be,
Leave that
leave
girl
her
alone.
alone. You gotta leave her alone because she made her worse. If she had just let
Ooh.
it alone, I think it would have been fine. But she just kept mm, mm, mm.
Be so Joellen, and everything goes back to our childhood, right? And we know a little bit about Joellen's childhood and how she deals with things because of her parents, or whatever. And her whole thing is, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? And Liz was like, if you don't
Mm-hmm.
get out my face. She pushed her chair to get her out of her face, because now that they've left the car and they're at Capo. Instead of just being chill, Joellen is trying to fix things. Girl, just be quiet. Just be quiet.
Stop.
You can fix it tomorrow. Don't try to fix
Yes.
it right now, because you are making a scene. And it was a scene.
It was a scene, but it was good because that man he is not Frank Sinatra.
He's
This
Thank
Frank
awful.
you.
Sinatra,
Oh my God,
you
he
are,
can't sing.
It
the
was
only thing
awful.
you have Frank Sinatra is his book, is his songbook. You are
In
not.
a tuxedo. That was it.
When he started singing, I was like, is this serious? When the Saints go marching in, first off, that's your starting song. What are we doing here?
It was
And you do
bad.
not sound like Frank Sinatra.
Mm-mm.
Not at all.
What?
Old
If
Blue
I was
Eyes
at
is
that show,
rolling in his
I would
grave.
be pissed if I was at that show. I would be pissed.
The
And
only reason I
everybody
think,
seemed like they enjoyed it. I'm like, this guy is
oh,
not good.
Alicia was wet. Okay, she was like, she couldn't deal with when he started singing "Fools Rush In." She like almost slid
She
off
was
her
like,
chair. The drinks. I'm sure that I need to go to Capo and get a cocktail, because I think the drinks were getting poured very like
Hmm.
yes.
with a heavy hand, because those girls were loose.
I am
Oh,
just shocked that this man does this for a living, and
It's because he
nobody
worked for Kiss 108. He got some
and
kind of
nobody
connection.
has said that this sucks because
They have, well, but he's not an impersonator, and he's been clear about that.
good.
He
Yeah, no, we get it.
but he's not a
not
Thank
good,
singer
God.
either. I mean, he just
not at
doesn't
all.
have a cool voice. I mean, I wasn't expecting him to come
Mm-mm.
in and do a Frank Sinatra. I thought he had his own little shtick, and it was just, he was doing kind of like the old singer style. Mm-mm,
Trash,
mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
It was bad.
trash.
It
It
was
was not
absolute
good.
trash,
It
and
was very, very bad.
I don't think enough people are saying it, but I'm
Oh
glad
my
you are.
goodness. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
It
I
was so
was
bad.
so mad.
No, so we had the disagreement going on with the two girls, and but then we can't leave Monique out of it either. So
Hmm.
Monique is one of the I guess a friend of. She's
Hmm.
married to Patrick Pass
Patrick
or some
Pass.
former Patriot. So and she's besties with Rosie.
She's the one
So
that lives in North Providence, and that was
I'm
supposed
like,
to be on this show.
so that's why Rosie's out here dating these black men, because probably met through
Rosie.
Patrick. Yeah, Rosie, the basketball coach was a black man,
Oh.
right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm like, you trying to be Monique. You thought you were Monique for a hot second. But and Alicia said if Monique had been here, Monique would have tore Liz a new one. I was like, well, I want to see Monique and Liz go at it now. You piqued my interest. So I'd
Hmm.
like to see more of Monique, and I would love to see her butt heads with Liz if possible. I'd like to see how that exchange goes because she made it sound like Liz is not that girl when it comes to Monique. I was like, okay, let's see what that's all about.
My respect for Liz went way down. I did.
Oh,
It's non-existent at this point because it's
when
one thing to be a mean girl,
and
which I
she
had not
is.
pegged her as a mean girl because the things that she was saying before were actually funny, but they were true instances or whatever. And when Joellen kind of had her little confessional or testament, whatever they call it, when she had hers and she said how hurt she was. She's like, I've known her all these years and always considered her a friend and a
A
good
best
friend,
friend
a best
among her
friend.
best. Yeah.
And the way that Liz reacted to all of that was so mean and so nasty that it's like you have no empathy for anybody. So I can't possibly like you because
When
you
she,
turn.
yeah, when she ever pushed her chair with her foot,
That
I
was
said, you better leave that lady alone. I would have just got up and moved to the
Joellen.
other side of the table.
I would
Just
have,
other side of the table. Out of respect. This man, as
yeah,
shitty as he was performing, you're being disruptive.
exactly.
You are
At
being
Front
the front of
row.
so
the
Front row.
stage, basically, where
disruptive.
everybody can see you.
Even Alicia, who is usually very calm, was like, y'all gotta stop. Like, you really
Mm,
Mhm.
have to stop this and you gotta stop it right now. Then when Joellen just kept at it, because that's how Joelle, she's a dog with a bone. When she wants to prove her point or that she's
yeah.
right,
Hmm.
there's nothing you
She
can do
doesn't
with
know when to
Joellen.
stop. She doesn't.
When Liz took her finger and curled it around that piece of hair, I was like, girl, she's about to snatch your extensions right
Mhm.
up out of your head. Get up and move, because I thought they were gonna, and then she follows her outside. I'm like, please
I'm like,
leave.
just let
Then
her go
That
have a
was when they had
cigarette. She
actually
might
came
calm
back.
down.
she said,
Yeah, yeah.
please get out of my face. Joellen just would not leave it
Yeah, she
alone.
shouldn't
She
have
would not
followed
leave
her. She
alone.
should have let her go outside by herself.
And Liz, she gets this maniacal. It's her look, her whole body language just changes. And Joellen said it. She's like, she turns into the girl from the ring. She said it herself. She's
Mhm.
like, she turns into a creature when she's on one. If you know this,
Leave her
leave her
alone.
alone.
Yeah.
Leave her
I
Didn't do
think
it.
alone.
she thought that they were so tight that she wouldn't turn on her like that. That she could, like you said, she thinks that she can fix whatever it is, and she thought that she was so close to her that their friendship would kind of even out her anger. So as she was reaching, if I could just keep talking to her, if I could just calm her down, if I could just, no, you can't. And
She
Yeah,
Liz,
but
was,
I don't know if I'm buying the close friendship
but they
because
I
knowing each other,
when
maybe not
Li-
besties, but knowing each other. It's like
knowing,
you know somebody from a kid. You know what I
yeah.
but they
mean?
didn't. They didn't.
Oh,
So like
really?
when Liz was talking to Dolores about
Hmm.
the whole situation, Dolores is like, "You need to mend it with Alicia. You've known each other for so long. Like you got to fix it." She didn't say that about Joe Allen.
But think about it, because
But go ahead, I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but think about the dynamic, right? Joellen is married to Gary. Gary dated Joellen's sister. and Gary is connected to Liz. So they have all known each other. They might not have been
She said
close
she's
like
known
that,
each other since they
but
were
they've
kids.
known each other
The
since
No,
kids.
childhood.
I don't think it's Liz and Joellen that have.
I think that's what Joellen said, that she's known
I gotta
her
look that up
since she
now.
was a kid.
Maybe since teenagers.
Yeah.
And
They're
Liz is
like,
older, so maybe they weren't
yeah,
hanging out,
They
there's
weren't,
but
yeah,
like
because
age
Liz is
difference,
definitely a good ten years older
but
than
they
her.
probably went to each
maybe
other's
15.
houses, and she
Mhm.
probably
Or
thought,
just of each other.
yeah, she probably thought
Mhm.
like we're close. She probably thought they were closer than
Yeah, she probably
Joellen looked
did.
genuinely hurt. She looked
She was. She
genuinely
was
but
genuinely hurt.
hurt. Yeah.
And
And
I don't
maybe that was in her head that they were friends.
and
I don't know.
Liz, to
I think so.
me, from the she in her head, right, from what I could see right now, is I'm going to destroy her.
Mm-hmm.
She's
And
mad.
I don't like that in anybody who has that attitude towards, first of all, she's 10 years younger than you. She's younger than you. You already said that you were older than these women. And to treat somebody that I can't see, like I know Joellen's a pain in the ass. And she probably talks too much or does too much or whatever, but she doesn't talk too much or do whatever with you.
Right.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
She
saying?
gives
She
Liz
has
a pass.
given
Yeah.
you the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
utmost respect
Yeah,
in
she did.
whatever it is your friendship is. She has been good. And I think that Joellen genuinely loved Liz. That's what I felt from her. And
Mm.
Liz was like, okay, now for whatever reason, and I know she
Done.
has said in the past, like, well, I don't trust Joellen. I don't
Hmm.
this or whatever. And some of it could be true. There's some people who, you could still love them, but you don't
As
know
far
if
as you
they
could
will
throw them, as far as you can throw them,
exactly
yeah.
keep them on feed them with a short handle spoon, but a long handle spoon, my bag. But I feel like she just it was just the venom that came
She
out in
abuses her
her.
friendships. It's clear
Yeah,
that Liz abuses her friendships. She likes people around her as she likes yes men. So
lapdog.
Liz wants to
Yeah,
be able
definitely.
to be candid and be honest and be brutal and all this stuff, but people can't do it. She could dish it, but she can't take it.
She definitely can't
That's
take
her
it.
issue. And I
Maybe
know
she's
a lot of
an
people like
alcoholic or
that.
something.
Something's up with her.
There's
And
there's there's drugs
Alicia
involved.
Alicia's aunt was like, "Is it her medicine?" And girl, we don't do
That's
that.
not
We
weed.
don't do that to
That's not
people.
weed. No.
And
No,
then
ma'am.
I'm interested to see how the aunts are going to react to her later because they were not appreciative of what she said to Alicia about her
Yeah.
being homeless. And going back to what you said earlier about Joellen saying, Alicia wasn't homeless. I think she meant in the technical sense. She was not homeless. And I don't think that she was
That's
saying
what Liz
anything
meant, though.
disrespectful about her. No, when I say no, the technical sense, that Liz was just saying you were not homeless, period. Your family wouldn't allow that to happen. She wasn't listening to what Alicia was saying. Alicia was basically saying her father took everything
Hmm.
and they didn't have anything and they had to go live with their grandparents. She went from her having her own home to
Hmm.
not having a home and having to live in her
Home
grandparents.
less. That's what she said. Home less. I
But
had less of a
there are
home than I had before.
levels to it because again,
Yeah.
you could be homeless and then you'll go to the state and be like, "Look, I'm homeless, but I'm living on my cousin's couch and I
And
need
they say
some
no,
assistance." And they'll be
that's
like,
not
"Oh,
homeless.
but you have a home." But
Yeah.
Yeah.
technically, you're homeless too because you don't
Yeah.
have a home.
Yeah, but I
But
think that was Liz's point. Like, and I think that, and Liz said it, like, she was trying to protect Alicia's family. She
I
knows
don't
them,
think
right?
she was trying to protect
I
Alicia.
think,
You know why I don't? Because
like,
Liz just wants every narrative to be Liz approved.
Mm.
She didn't care about what Alicia was trying to say. She didn't want to, she wanted the narrative to be what she wanted it to be. And change, regardless of how Alicia's telling her story or how she felt about it. It's all
So
about her.
if Liz's sister and Alicia's mom are besties, I could see her trying to protect the family in that sense, because
Yeah.
she's making it reflect poorly on her family. In other words, saying like she made it sound like
100%.
they had nowhere to turn, because that is like and ironically that backfired on Liz, because it ended up
Yes.
working the opposite way, where the whole family was like, and this woman calls herself your friend or whatever. They and they, like, knowing Alicia and her childlike wonder, were like, we understand what you're saying. We understand what you mean when you
Yeah.
say homeless. And what Joellen was trying to say is just let her talk. And that's what Joellen's been saying the whole show. Just let people speak their mind. It may not be 100% accurate, or it may, but let their feelings be valid. That's what
Mm.
Joellen was trying to say, which I think was really nice. And that is a good hallmark of a friend, is like, let this person speak their truth, whatever that is. And Liz is like, no, it's black or white. It's not, there's no in between there for her.
But there's in between in there for her in her life, in her story. There's in
And
between.
her and Dino.
Right, so that's why I was like, it was really frustrating to actually watch her. She made me sick.
It makes you wonder what substances might be being being mishandled over there.
And obviously they're long term, because basically she has been saying for the longest time. I mean, that people have been saying for the longest time, if you keep pushing her, she'll go this way, and she this hard. Well, when are you going to grow up and mature? You're 60 years old.
And then she lied about the things that she did. I'm like, you're so big, you're so bad, but then you had a nerve to lie when Joellen said, you pulled my hair, which she did,
Yep, she
and
did.
you pushed my chair. Like, and Liz is like, do you remember me doing that? Don't start gaslighting now, sis.
She
Own
was.
own what you did. Own what you freaking did. Don't go to Massimo's messing up
Mm.
our good time. And it's even God was like, enough.
Yeah,
Started
literally, it
raining.
started raining.
God was like, you go home, heifer, because you're you're just lying now.
And then what did she do? Go running to Rula, not to
Yeah.
talk about anything else, but just to bring up
She
Joelle,
knew.
and
She
knew,
knew.
I'm going to get this person on my side against her, because she already knows that Rula has an issue. It was very immature. I mean,
Yeah.
it was very, just, it was nasty. That
Yeah.
was some nasty work.
So, unless you guys have anything else about this episode, I would like to wrap on Alicia's presentation about Pizza
Oh,
Yes,
Mama.
please.
how
Let's
did we
go.
skip that?
Yes.
I'm gonna give her a pass for using a high school, what do you call it, science project fold out board, because maybe she's not good with
Trifold.
technology. Yeah, she used a
Mhm.
trifold. And then her daughter, who goes to these women empowerment classes, basically coached her on how to do the presentation. But her ideas were actually really good. And
I
her man
mhm.
acknowledged it. Her Beyonce acknowledged that the ideas were good.
I love the notes from Mama in the pizza box. I thought that was really cute.
And the heart pizza, the bow on it. Cute. I love those in the socks. I love the Bobby socks. Not Bobby socks. What
I
do you call them? The little red
Oh,
and
the
black
sock.
socks. The knee
Yeah, yeah,
highs.
yeah.
I don't remember everything she said, but she did come up with some good ideas. But my thing is, if this man is not respecting you, it's because you don't demand respect. If you had went to him like an adult and not like a
Hmm.
12-year-old child doing a presentation for their 6th grade class, maybe he would listen to you more. I was very disappointed in how she did the whole presentation. It's like you're talking about, like, girl power or woman power and boss babe, and then you do a presentation like you're doing it for, like, a Barbie show. It was,
Well,
girl, grow up.
she has low self-esteem. And she used her child as a human shield, in case you didn't notice, to get
I
in front of him.
Yeah, that's probably but again, like you said, when she said her ideas, he was like, wow, that really is good. And had she talked to him about the money before, it probably would have been a settled issue maybe a couple of years ago, if
Hmm.
she had went to him like an adult. But you're
An
right,
adult.
Tracy. It probably is because of her feeling like she has low self-esteem, so it's hard for her
It's
to
her
act
daddy
like it.
issues.
And
It's all her daddy issues.
yeah, and she probably feels like the only thing that she has to really offer is her looks and other stuff. She
Well, and
doesn't feel like a
the
woman
thing
woman.
is that what was crazy is that so she's doing the presentation. Her daughter clearly helped her because I
Yeah.
think some of those were actually Selena's ideas. If I'm being honest, because Selena had her little lipstick on because
Mhm.
she was representing the pizza mama icon. If you caught on to that, the red lipstick, and the
Yep,
father's
yep.
like, why does she have lipstick on? Like, this is too much.
Mhm.
And then Selena's like, I have a thought. And then Alicia's like, yeah, I don't want to
No.
hear it right now. She like shut the little girl down. I'm like, You're using her as a human shield and you're not even going to let her." And you're saying, I'm doing this for Selena, but you won't let her talk. You're not doing it for Selena. You're doing it for yourself. And you use this little
Hmm.
girl because you knew he would listen all the way through if she was there.
Yeah,
And
because
that's
once they
what
were done,
happened.
they're like, go outside, eat
And
a
then she kicked
cracker.
her out. Then she kicked her
Yeah.
out and accused him of not wanting her to have anything. And he's like, what are you talking about? You get everything. If anything happens to me, you and my daughter
That's what
get
I was saying.
everything. And
Hmm.
he just looked taken aback that she thought otherwise this whole time.
Yeah, but
Just
like, how would she not know like that? Like, it's scary that she didn't know that she was the beneficiary to things. How do you
I
But
not
that
kind
know
of
could be
don't
on
want
him
anything?
too. That could be on him too, because we don't know if he just said that for the cameras. Because I don't know, she seemed literally petrified of this man.
But I mean, if you're the person who handles the finances, right, in your household, sometimes you do things and you just don't run it by the other person. You know what I mean? You're doing the right thing, which is like you're setting up your beneficiary, you're doing this and that. She even said, do you trust me with the business? And he was like, heck no, I don't trust you
Hell
with the
no,
business.
I
You
wouldn't
don't have a
either.
business mind,
Mhm.
but you have great ideas, but you can't handle the finances. The business will go out of business under you. And that's obvious. Like I'm as much
Hmm.
girl as I believe in girl power, she cannot run Pizza
Oh
Mama.
no, she cannot.
No
I don't
way.
think she could, I don't think she barely runs her house. But that is also on him as well, because how come you didn't have these conversations with her? I think he, like, again, I just think it comes back to he treats her like the cottonhead she acts like she doesn't come to him like a woman. She comes to him like a plaything, like she's a
Mm.
toy for him. So that's how he treats her.
He literally told her there was something that she wouldn't comprehend. I can't remember what part it was, but he literally said to her, "Yeah, yeah, you wouldn't even comprehend, so I didn't even bother." And it's sad, but
That
it's true.
is.
And I low key don't want her to have any money, especially if you're giving it to MAGA. Let's keep her as broke as possible for as long as
Literally.
possible. She don't need no money.
Literally.
And
Mm-mm.
then after she gets the green light, she goes, "Can I get 5%?" Girl, what are you doing? She
Mhm.
asks for the lowest possible amount. And then she says, and I'm going to write the contract that only if I work. No, you're working. This is the work.
She's
She
dumb.
is her own worst enemy.
Hmm.
Yeah, she really doesn't feel any value
She
for
has no
anything
clue.
that she
She
does.
has no freaking clue.
Mm-mm,
And
mm-mm.
what I see is she's around a lot of women. I don't see where are the men in her family.
There are none. They're all
Besides him,
divorced.
they're all women. And she's around these women with maybe a lot of antiquated mindset. And she has that old fashioned
A
mindset.
150%. Absolutely. It's just old Italian women and their old Italian mindsets.
Unfortunately,
Stubborn,
yeah,
stubborn Italian women.
poor little thing,
All
kind of.
divorced.
Do you think he's gonna marry her?
I think he would if she
I
wanted
feel
to.
like he
He
would, yeah.
he
I
he
don't think it's
proposed,
her. Yeah,
but
it's
she
her.
also wants a new proposal. Did she? Did it was it
Yeah,
her that
because
Hmm.
asked for it?
she said that he
He
proposed to her, like, girl, we might as well just do it. What do you want me to get on
yeah.
my knees? And I'm too old for that. And then I think he said something about how old are you? Because what
He's
is she?
like, I'm 50. It's like just but I kind of get what he's saying to it. Of course, I don't think he's a romantic guy. Like, you know who your
No,
man is. You want him to like do rose petals and do like this big. He's being real. The way he shows his love is you get everything when he dies. That's
providing
enough
for
for me.
you.
I don't need no fancy proposal. I'm good with that. Put my name on the documents. That's
Mhm.
showing me love. So,
I think she
but
needs to make sure that her name is on those documents, though.
Her
But
name is
but I
not
don't
on the
know.
deed of the house. I read that today.
it is.
Is
It is
not.
not. It's his house, 1.6 million on the east side of Providence.
Oh, they live on the east side. I didn't know that.
Public information. Yeah, of course. That's
Oh,
why you
Well,
saw Blackstone
also,
Boulevard when she was driving.
oh, okay. Yeah, that's what
so
I was
how
saying.
does that work though? If you own a house and you don't have income, aren't you responsible for the tax?
He owns
So,
the house
He owns the
and
house.
he's on the deed.
but
She
what I'm
does
saying,
not.
if she was on the deed, she doesn't have income. So, let's say they got
She could be on.
separated.
She
She
could
can
be
still
still
be
be
on the
on the
deed.
deed.
Yeah, she could still own it, but then you're getting a tax bill, you're getting all
Well,
the
coming in
responsibility of that
both of their
home.
names, but he's paying it.
But that's what I'm saying. So he probably was like, I'm paying it, so it's my house.
Hmm.
I don't know.
If I mean, she obviously does not feel comfortable. I mean, I want you guys to kind of pay attention because I feel to her the way she talks about him in a way to me it seems like she's a tad bit fearful because
She thinks of him as her father. She thinks that he's going to do what her father did. That is her
Hmm.
biggest fear in life, which is why she's afraid to commit to marriage, which is why she feels like
But
he's
if
going to
she
leave her
committed, she would
penniless.
get half.
but what about just I mean when I say fearful I don't know I just don't
You
feel like
think like I
I
feel
don't
like he's the most chill of
he
all the
does
husbands.
seem
Like he just,
chill off screen he seems I mean on screen he does seem very chill but why does she seem so intimidated by him
I think that's just her. I
I think
really
that's
do.
just her.
I don't
He's a
think he's
business
doing
owner. She's
anything
an
to that
idiot.
girl. I don't think that man, I don't think he has her to study, as my mama would say.
Mm, I don't know
I think it's cheaper to keep her. They got the daughter. She's pretty low maintenance. Like, as long as he gives her allowance,
which is
Yes.
you know
crazy.
what I mean?
I don't know. I don't get that feeling. I feel like there's something more in their relationship.
I don't get that
I don't think,
impression from him.
yeah, I
I
wasn't getting
I
that,
don't
but I'll
I
pay
don't
attention.
I'm not feeling it, but maybe as I watch more, I'll see
Mm,
more of it. I think he's a serious business person who actually has like a couple of brain cells, and he's dealing with someone who's not dealing with a full deck. He's probably annoyed more than anything. So he probably
Hmm.
might tell her to shut up sometimes. I probably would too.
I hope
That's
you.
not abuse.
No, no. I'm not even saying like like a physical abuse or whatever. But
And
I feel like she
intimidation.
has more fear of him than she should in a 9-year relationship. She doesn't feel comfortable. So maybe
It's
she
the
doesn't love him
father.
like she thinks that there's no comfort there for her.
Because her father one day, in her childlike mind, her father got up and left one day. The mother probably saw it coming because as a child you don't know what your parents are dealing with that caused the dissolution of the relationship. So in her childlike mind, everything was great one day and then it wasn't. So she doesn't understand, she's not reconciling it as an adult. As an adult, you can look back and say, well, maybe they were arguing, maybe he was philandering, maybe this, that, the third. As a kid, you all you know is you lost your Corvette bed, you're sleeping in grandma's basement, you feel like this man just pulled a rug out from under you. And maybe that is what he did, but her biggest fear is that he will do what her father did to her.
I'm curious of when they had to move into the basement because she said that her mom took the dad back a few times. So like at what
Mm.
point I wonder at what age he like sold the house and they
Yeah,
had
because
to move out.
yeah, I do remember that where she said she went back to him a couple of times. The mother said that, right?
Yeah.
Or
She
was
said
it
I
One
married the
of
wrong
them.
man. She said I married the wrong man, and I apologize for that. Her mother owned that.
I wonder does he is he still alive or no? He is?
I
Oh.
feel like he is, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. All right. Well, that's it, ladies. That was that it?
No, we still got
That was
episode
episode
10.
9.
That was only 9.
I thought that was. Go ahead, good. Go ahead then.
But 10 is quick. My notes on
Okay.
Yeah,
10
I
are
haven't
Yeah,
quick.
10.
10
But
was quick, but go ahead.
I'll let
All
you
right.
go, Kat. I'll let you go.
That's so funny. I thought we were on 10.
I'm trying to
We
see my
touched a
notes.
little on it because we get into Monique, right? At that
Oh
point. So
yeah,
we talked a little bit
Tanasha
about her.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, I said does not sound like Sinatra. Okay.
Yep, that was a little bit of
Yeah.
10.
Okay, that's that.
And the family dinner with
Oh,
Alicia and
Twin
her
Oaks.
family.
Yeah, Twin Oaks.
Mhm.
The mob hangout that
The
could
mob
be
hangout.
rumors, could not be
I
rumors.
have never been to Twin Oaks. Oh,
Me
wait.
neither.
No,
Again,
there was a nope, I don't think I've ever been to
I
Twin Oaks.
don't think we're the target market. Again, I think some of this stuff is not
I don't think
geared
I've
towards us.
ever
I
been.
don't think there's many
I think
blacks in there.
I think it's okay that you haven't been.
We're not
Oh,
missing
Just say
anything.
that and leave it there.
okay.
But we
Uh,
have to get to Joellen and Kelsey doing their paint
oh, their
therapy.
paint party.
Oh.
So in
I
Kelsey's
was shocked at
Joellen.
how
condo.
good Kelsey's painting was.
Yeah, she's a good little artist.
No, you didn't think? I mean, they were
She's
just
well,
painting, and then she
not the
had like,
paint. The painting was just okay, but that sketch that she had made of
oh
herself in
yeah, it
high
was
school,
really
that was really
nice.
good.
Oh yeah, the sketch
Yep,
was nice.
She's
The
a good
sketch
yeah.
artist.
I couldn't.
mhm.
I also couldn't draw a sunset like that, so I'm impressed.
Mm-hmm.
I can't make a circle, so I shouldn't judge. But the whole when Joellen asked her, well, if you felt that way that Liz, was wrong, why
Yeah.
didn't you say something? And I think these women depend on other women to stick up for them too
Mhm.
much. Even though I think she was right to an extent, but you know that this girl, she's not going to say anything because she
No,
didn't already
definitely not.
had her beef. So you're just out there by yourself. The only one you got at this point is Alicia, and that's if Alicia steps up in the next couple of episodes. And
She's not gonna.
But
I
that's how gossip works. You
can't.
tailor your gossip to your audience, right?
Mhm,
Yeah.
You're
mhm,
gonna say one thing with one group of friends, and you're gonna go in another group,
Mhm.
and you're gonna say some others. Sometimes that's just
Mhm.
how it is, right?
mhm,
One moment Alicia's homeless, the other moment that girl wasn't homeless. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and sometimes you just let people talk to. You're like, you know what? That's what she thinks. I'm gonna just let it be. It is
mhm,
what it is. And some things are not your battle to fight. You know what I mean? Until it is. Like
mhm,
Alicia saying she's homeless. Other people are probably like, "Girl, just let her just say that and move on." Because I don't really want to have this conversation with her. And if you just let her say that one thing, she was gonna move on to the next thing her mind floated over to 2 seconds later if Liz didn't argue with her.
continuously argue with her.
She
It
would
was
have
just
dropped
yeah.
that. She would have dropped that topic the same way she dropped them strawberries and cheese on the floor.
Oh
It would have
god.
been in one, floating in one ear and out the other. That's how Alicia is. Her attention span is not great. So,
Mm.
um, what else? Oh, so Joellen, again, these girls and their sarcasm and their sense of humor, again, we're starting to learn them. So instead of a sunset, what does Joellen paint?
A slam
Oh, the
pig.
slam pig.
A slam pig. And then said, "Oh, and she got dick sucking lips just like you." Oh my God, that was perfect. That was great.
That
Now
was
that was funny. That's a
mm,
joke.
that was
And
Funny.
funny.
Kelsey could take some notes from Joe
Please take
Ellen.
some notes because I am tired of Kelsey at this point. It's just, girl, just sit down, collect your dough, and be quiet because you don't know how.
It also gave us some insight into like how far Kelsey has fallen because that condo is tight as hell. The living room and the kitchen is the same room. I'm like, oh, ma'am. I know your butt hurt right now. You should have just moved in. How is Billy's house? Is it
I
worse
know.
than this that you won't go there?
No, I think she just wants the guy to pay for stuff. So she's just like, I'm just gonna chill
That
and
ain't
have
it
shit paid
though.
for.
Just go to Billy's.
I wonder where the apartment is because she could have gotten a bigger size apartment or something. It doesn't even look
Um,
like it's in a great neighborhood. Like,
it looks like it's near the mall. Like that's what it looks like. One of those like units that's near the mall, like maybe a
have you seen the
multi-family
inside of
that's
those the
converted.
Nightingale on Washington Street? The inside is nice. Those
Oh,
I
apartments,
I
have not.
haven't.
those where she lives, it was nothing.
But I
I
don't
mean,
even
the
know if it's
apartment
an
that they were.
apartment complex. It almost feels more like a multi-family that's converted to condos. I don't know. Because the
Mm.
way I was looking around there, I'm like, this looks like it's an apartment more so than a condo. I'm like, I'm looking for some stairs or like
But I think
another
it had two
level.
floors. I saw
Okay.
It did
yeah,
have
there
two
wasn't
floors.
upstairs. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe the glory is upstairs. But I was like, that living room and kitchen, and she's just one person. So I'm
Well,
sure. I
maybe
mean,
because she hasn't really decorated it either.
she sure hasn't.
It's just bland.
She
It's,
put that IKEA furniture together and it got a plant and but I'm like, your mom came over, your sister came over, Billy came over. The four of you together couldn't pull that place together. You didn't get any taste at all in living in on
I'm
that
surprised she
budget.
didn't even get. Did she get any furniture? Like, did he
She
not?
did
She
have a
has a
sofa, I
table.
think.
Yeah, but it was like again, nothing had any style to it.
She
It
had to
She has
start from
style.
scratch. She had to start from scratch. And she was living in a fully furnished home prior
yeah.
to that.
Mhm.
She didn't have to go. This is her first time furniture shopping, doing all that stuff for
Yeah.
herself, it seems like. Because I'm sure Caprio furnished that place himself.
What
So
the other place?
yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Anyway, what
But
else?
we did kind of address some of the stuff
I
in
think we were,
episode
yeah,
10.
we were
Yeah,
just
because
not touching on it all.
Massimo's was 10. The gym, that
Yeah.
was the only thing we hadn't touched on
Oh
was
yeah. The model
um
fitness.
Kelsey and
Shout
Billy
out.
at the gym and they calling each other babe, 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 babe. And the
Feeling
instructor, no, it felt very contrived. Very
not
contrived.
feeling this relationship at all. And the more
Yeah.
she talks about the her ex, the more I feel like this is just fake. Because no, why would
She said I would have went back. Just kidding. It's like because you can't go back.
and she would if she could, she would
He
I
would.
think she's regretting it very much.
in a heartbeat.
I
He
think there's a
would. That's
lot of
hilarious.
regret there.
And I think there's going to be even more regret because Rosie has exposed her so hard for
Well,
just
she teased Rosie's BS. I'd like to know more. And I know you've done your internet sleuthing, but they haven't gotten to it on the show.
what the
Like these
boyfriend.
men, these married men,
Oh
they
yeah.
What the
they've
two
only
guys?
surface level. Yeah, they've only surface level touched it. They said basketball coach. You guys actually provided who the basketball coach. You guys were the
I
ones
couldn't
that
believe
aired
it.
out who it was.
I
Oh, it
couldn't
wasn't
believe
me. Was
it.
that Rose?
It was
It was
somebody in the
that,
group
that was
chat.
Oh,
Cat.
me. That was
It was
me. I was
Cat.
shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Kat.
Hey.
Hey, co-host. That's how I knew he was a black man. I was like, oh, okay.
I
Yes,
didn't
I
even know
remember
that
that.
because until you just said it, I didn't look into him or anything like that.
That's
But
why I
I
was
mean,
saying there might be the connection with Monique's husband being black. And maybe she met this black man because they're athletes in the athletic realm. Maybe
mhm.
they know each other from that. I don't know.
But Kelsey
Because
still, she still has nothing on Rosie. She can say, "Oh, you slept with this married man and you slept with that married man," and then Kelsey could be like, "But I got one." You still didn't get
Yeah.
anything. You got
she said
demoted.
she said she only slept with 6 men in her whole life. This is Kelsey. So I don't know what kind of escort she was. Maybe she was just going to dinner for real. I don't know.
Mm.
But what are we saying? Slept with as opposed to what other things were you doing maybe for those coins?
And I don't care what she was doing. I don't care
Yeah.
what Rosie was doing. You ran off some man, he lost his job or whatever. He was the stupid one in my opinion because you had the most to lose, dummy. So
Mhm.
but at the end of the day, she is married with the house and whatever future they might have with kids or whatever. You, Kelsey, are in an apartment that looks like a box, which is
That's
fine,
her condo, girl.
that looks like a box, and you don't have the life that you want to, that you had just a month or so ago.
Kelsey needs to do some self-reflection because
She
she's
does. You need to
yeah.
get a career or whatever. So there's really nothing that she can say to Rosie that Rosie can't be like, and so.
A job, not a blow job, but a real job.
But Rosie don't work either. Does she work?
Rosie's
Look
an
at you defending
influencer.
Rosie.
She has a road show, that not the road show. She has that like
Yeah, her
Rosie
own little TV
like
show.
TV show, and then she's an
Oh,
influencer.
she has a TV show. I didn't know that she was on
Oh
TV.
yeah, she spoke on
Public
that at the
access.
very beginning. Yeah.
Does she do her wardrobe on her TV show? What is she
Shot.
wearing
Well,
on her
first of
TV
all,
show?
she fits right in Rhode Island because I have been saying since I moved here, the news people in Rhode Island, I don't know what Goodwill bag they pull their outfits out of, but literally almost every time I turn the news on, I'm like, what is happening? Like, I feel like making a call. Last night, I texted you something, Shahida. It was something I was watching on the news yesterday. And I was
Oh
like,
yeah. Mhm.
oh,
But you didn't say
these
anything
outfits.
about the clothes.
These outfits are rough. They're rough. My God. And that one
That
wasn't
was an
even that
ugly
bad.
outfit though.
Oh my God. There's some horrible the men and the women. And
Mhm.
you don't see in Boston, I'm not saying they're fancy, but maybe they use a little Anne Klein or Calvin Klein. I don't know what brands. Again, that they're these it is horrific. I
I
can't
would
even
have to
watch
start
the news
watching.
for
I
this
don't
reason.
even watch their news. I watch Channel 5.
It is so bad. My God. And then one woman had on so much jewelry. This is the news now. I'm not even talking about housewives. She had so much jewelry on. I was like, pick a lane. You got bracelets on both hands. You got a necklace on. You got earrings. You're not Liberace. You're giving the news. What is happening right now? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone so Rosie's just she came from that world, so that's
Yeah.
probably why she dresses like that. She probably got most of that wardrobe from the freaking
From the
news channel.
news.
I would hope not, but
It's
gee
bad.
whiz. Between that, yeah. Anyway, all right. So that is it. Because some
That's
people
it.
got to go to work in the morning.
All of us.
Not me. I have the
So
day
we
off
got to be.
tomorrow.
Oh, you're off
Oh,
tomorrow.
lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I have bonus hours.
Shahida didn't authorize that. She didn't authorize that.
No, I'm tired already. Anyway, all right. Well, until next time. And I gotta figure this out because this is live. I mean, I can't see it on YouTube, but it's saying that it's live on YouTube.
So
So
if we did not respond to you during this live, please
yeah,
do not feel like we were ignoring you. We legit could not see it, but we
yeah.
will respond if you commented below. We will follow up with you. Thank you for watching. You can watch us on YouTube. Obviously, we're on iHeartRadio. You can follow us on socials, Instagram and Facebook. Kat is yawning, so it's time to go,
I
baby.
sneezed. I sneezed.
I'm
Okay.
yawning. All right. Goodbye.